Okay, let's start. The next position, our Utthita Parsvakonasana, extended side angle pose. Again, inhale, hands in front of the chest. Exhale, bend the knee and jump, spread your legs out like about 4 feet distance and hands on the hip, hold your waistline. So same like Trikonasana first, rolling the legs slightly in, nicely keeping the legs tight and pushing the legs outward direction, like pushing them away from each other to have a strong leg. Now here, we slowly bend the right knee and then again like Trikonasana, turn your right foot outward direction. Okay. So as you turn the foot outward in this position, move the buttocks a little down here. Yeah. Good. So tailbone rolling in, same direction we practice in Trikonasana. So the buttocks rolling down, lifting from the anterior body, chest fully expand, shoulder moving back and elongating your cervical. Just look in front of you. So now here, what you're going to do for the Virabhadra, like as you do the Virabhadrasana, be similar Virabhadrasana, these are just lateral movement. So here, the thigh nicely rolling out for the Parsvakonasana. So now here, as we inhale, we'll try to open the arms to the side like a Vimanasana as you do the plane pose. So nicely stretch the arms from the center of the chest to the side to the tip of the fingers, elongating your arms. So nicely, fully chest expansion. Even though we get the expansion in our diaphragm. So here, inhale. As we exhale here, we're going to keep our brain here and try to cut directly from the root of the thigh. So you bend the knee and without disturbing any part of the body, your hip, chest, head are same as it is, and cut directly from the root of the thigh and lower the hip down. That's stay there for a bit. Yeah, so maintaining that position like a Virabhadrasana, knee comes over the ankle and trying to extend the knee out to the side, to the left side in this position, and knees pushing a little slightly backward and buttocks rolling down. Inhale. Now, as you exhale, just take the left arm up in this position with inhalation. Yeah, stretch your left arm upward and trying to extend your right arm backward direction to the right side and stretching the left arm for two action. One right arm pulling to the right and extending to the left side. Try to stretch from the side of the body. As you exhale, try to bend over the left thigh, reaching the left hand far away from the ankle as much as you can and bring the left hand outside of the foot. Yeah. So keeping the hands on the floor, or you can take the hands on the cup shape if somebody feel difficult. We can use the brick in the first label, second label according to the need. So like a Trikonasana, pressing the hands on the brick and trying to lift your torso high away from the thigh as much possible. Press the knee against the left arm in this position. So trying to roll the belly forward as much you can, bring the awareness to the abdominal region. Try to lift your belly button up to the right side as much possible. Right hip rolling backward, right thigh rolling out, into out. Knees rolling out and pressing through the outer arch of the right foot and strongly lifting the inner side of the ankle high. Now, look at the right hand here. You're going to roll the right arm externally in this position. So, try to roll from the shoulder, rolling the upper arms inward, shoulder blade moving down, and then bring the right arm over the ear. And stretching your right hand to the front of the room, extend your right arm high towards the ceiling. Yeah. So once we are here again, readjust your spine here, tailbone rolling inward in this position. Try to descend the left hip down. So left knee comes completely over the ankle and pressing against the left bicep. So here work on the expansion of the chest a little bit. Try to fix the left shoulder blade into the body nicely. Push the left side of the chest forward and then right side of the body nicely rolling backward. Perfect like that. So right side ribs backward. The right floating ribs moving back and left floating ribs comes forward. The belly moves to the right side in this position. Nicely rotate from the bottom and stretch your right arm high on the top. Turn your head up. You can look at your bicep or lift your chin up. So as you lift your chin up, so stretch from the abdominal region, from the navel to the chin, extend from the anterior body and gazing the right hand. So you stay here for a bit. As you release, you bring the right hand on the right hip. You look down to the floor. Press the left foot, push the foot and lift yourself up and straight the leg. Turn the left foot in. Now slowly open the arms and then exhale, jump for the Tadasana, feet together. Okay, let's try the Parsvakonasana with the chair. So more easy. Yeah. So now we're going to take the chair. We keep the chair on the one side of the mat, close to her. So now I want you to come in front of the chair, a little bit on the front leg of the chair. Yeah. So now what you're going to do, you can please come like sit on the seat of the chair, like really comfortably. Yeah, you can sit on the seat of the chair, but on the little bit front side of the chair. Yeah, because we need to open the hip in this position. So here, what you're going to do, we open the right leg. So move the right leg out to the side here. Yes, like as you do the Virabhadrasana, right? Like Virabhadrasana, knee to hip align, press toes pointing outward in this position. Now I want you to just stretch your legs to the side, outward, open the leg to the, adjust the right buttock on the seat of the chair nicely. So the left inner thigh resting on the other side of the chair. Yeah, toes a little bit inward. Yeah, you can move the toes a little bit forward out of the mat. Yeah, so you can have the heel aligned with the center arch of the foot, pressing through the outer arch of the foot, keeping the knee tight, and left thigh rolling backward in this position. So you can place the hands on the hip, with buttocks a little bit rolling down and chest upward. Pushing the right thigh strongly out and pulling the knee, extending the inner right knee out as you do in Baddha Konasana position. Inhale. Now, as you exhale in this position, the same way as we get into the Parsvakonasana, take the right arm up, inhalation, stretch up. Then as you exhale, slowly extend to the right side of the body, extend, and reaching the right hand down outside of the right foot. You can flip the right palm, reaching the right hand on the cup shape. So stay high so that we can maintain the lift in our chest. So without dropping the chest in this position. If you feel like collapsing the chest, dropping the chest, we're going to use the brick in this position. So, or if somebody have the shorter arm, we can use the brick underneath our shoulder in the first label, second label, or third label according to our needs. So we'll try with the second label here. So pressing the hand on the brick. And the same time, as you press, then try to push the knees against the right bicep. So remember the action of the butterfly Baddha Konasana, extending the inner thigh, pushing the inner knee outward nicely in this position. And same time, rolling the left thigh, working on the left thigh to rolling the thigh like in to out here. So pushing the left hip strongly backward and same time press the right knee against the bicep here. So fixing the right shoulder blade into the body. Now here you can take the left hand back on the backrest of the chair, just to opening the chest in this position. So you bend the left elbow here and try to pull the left side of the ribs nicely back, open your chest completely in this position. You can hook like that, okay? Yeah. And bend the elbow and see if you can open the chest nicely, turning the chest facing forward, turn your head and twist your cervical as well. Just stay there for a bit. Once you get the nice expansion in your chest and fully chest are wide open in this position. So here you can take the left arm up, just stay here, take the left arm up for the final position. You look front or look up here if you feel comfortable. Take the left arm up, stay there for a bit. Trying to roll the left arm externally in this position to keep the shoulder like away from the ear. So left deltoid moving backward here as you do in Hasta Uttanasana. So left arm moving back, shoulder blade moving down towards the spine, towards the lower spine, and then bringing the left arm up close to the left here. So try to extend the triceps and rolling the bicep inward in this position. So face of the triceps, the facing triceps front and biceps rolling inward. So nicely stretch from the armpit to the elbow and elbow to the all the way fingertip. Fingers sharply pointing to the over the head. Yeah, stay there for a bit. Take a couple of breaths. Keep working on the thigh in this position, readjusting the tailbone again and again if required, and pressing the knee strongly. Press the ball of your right big toe, push the knee again to the elbow, take a breath. As you exhale, slowly left hand on your hip, hold your waistline, press the right foot and lift your torso up back to the center. And then exhale, relax. Let's try with the strap, Parsvakonasana. So without chair now, so the strap will help us to get the more stability in Parsvakonasana. So now we're going to use the strap. So she's going to perform the posture with the left leg. So we're going to use the strap. We're going to insert our left thigh inside the loop. So I want you to please insert the left thigh. But keep the buckle close to your right hand. And then right foot on the loop. So yeah, just stretch your leg. Now you can open the leg in this position, wide, like 4 feet apart. Yeah. So now see, we're going to use the strap on the front of the foot. So according to our need, now we can make the strap a little tight. So keep the buckle always close to the your hand so that we can easily make it loose or tight according to our need. Make it a little bit tight in this position. Yeah, pull it. Yeah. Yeah, in this position. So now as the strap get tight, it will help you to pull the left femur bone like deep into the hip socket, which will make us more stable in this position. But you can move the toes a little bit more tight, Nikki. A little bit. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, hands on the hip. You can place the hands on the hip, or you can take the hands behind your back. You can interlock the finger. Nicely work on the expansion of the chest. Yeah, the same way as you're practicing with the chair. First, roll the tailbone a little bit in this position. Yeah, pushing the thigh backwards. So same like butterfly action, rolling the both thighs outward in this position. So extending the inner thigh to the left of the medial side of medial knee towards the knee, And try to lower the left hip down in this position as much as possible and keeping the chest facing front. Just take a few breaths here. Inhale. Now, as we exhale here, just trying to, using some active stretch, pulling the hands down and lifting from the sides of the body as much possible. Now, very gently pressing through the outer arch of the foot, keep the brain in the right heel, and then bend your torso to the side, maintaining the lift from. So, trying to push the hand back and pull them back towards the right heel as much possible. So, hands moving towards the heel nicely, actively. So, try to make a little twist here as much possible by using the oblique strength here, rolling the belly, moving the belly up to the right side as much possible, and pushing the right hip strongly backward, flip it backward. So just stay there for a bit. Now here we slowly release the hand, right hand on the hip, and drop the left hand down on the floor. Again, we're going to use this brick if required, but she's doing fine with the cup save is much better. So pressing the fingertip on the floor. Now I want you to lift your chin up and lift your head up and look upward in this direction. Yeah, extend the chin. So this action will help us to make a nice extension in the anterior body. So try to push the chin like as you do the Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, maintaining the extension, same action, trying to lift your chin up, extend the anterior body nicely, and same time flip the right thigh back. Try to push the right knee back, rolling the right leg external in this position, the shin bone rolling out and pressing here strongly. Take a few breaths, extending the chin upward, and then take the right arm again up, stretch up, rolling the right arm externally, bicep rolling in, shoulder moving backward towards the right buttock, and stretch your right arm up. Just keep the chin high, keep lifting the chin higher. So once you get a nice expansion in the front of the chest, and then you can turn your head to the right side, twisting your cervical, bringing the chin towards the right bicep, and look to your right bicep or look up to the ceiling. And you can maintain that action like pushing the right arm back behind your neck as much possible will help us to improve the flexion of the shoulder. Just stay there for a bit, trying to work on the expansion of the chest as much possible, pushing actively, push the left side of the ribs forward, bring the left ribs over the thigh or inside of the thigh as much possible, and the right side of the ribs nicely rolling backward. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale. As you exhale, slowly right hand on the right hip, look down to the floor, press the left foot and lift yourself up away from the floor. And then turn the left foot. You can bring your feet together. Relax. Okay, feet together. Okay, inhale, bring the hands in front of the chest. Bend the knees, and exhale, jump, widen the legs, open the legs 4 feet apart. Now place the hands on the hip. For the Utthita Parsvakonasana, revolving side angle pose. So let's try the posture with the right side. So I want you similar like Parivritta Trikonasana, turn your right foot out and then roll the left toes inward and rolling through the outer side of the hip. So trying to roll the left leg nicely internally as you did in Parivritta Trikonasana. But here we'll try to make it more easy to get into the asana, especially the person those have really tight hip, it will become challenging to keeping the hip square. So if somebody find really difficult to rolling the left hip forward, so what we can do for them, as I mentioned in the beginning, moving the right foot slightly out, it will help them to create the more space in our groin. So it will help them to roll the left hip nicely or keeping the hips in a neutral position. But yeah, now second option, what we can do to raise the back heel high if you still they're struggling to keep the hip square. So they raise the heel up, trying to adjust the hip nicely, and then if possible, trying to reaching the heel strongly down to the floor. Or the second way, what you're going to do from the beginning so that everyone can experience the position nice way. So what you're going to do, raise the back heel up and drop the left knee down the floor, Nikki. Slowly raise the back heel up and drop the left knee down this position. Left knee down. Yeah. So let's check the a little bit alignment. So I want you to push the hip forward as you do like Asva Sanchalanasana. Can you push the hip forward in this position? Yeah, exactly. So as you push the hip forward, we need a more space here. So I take the right foot a little bit slightly forward underneath your right knee. That's it. Stay in this position, like maintaining the Asva Sanchalanasana position. So now here, take the left arm up, stretch your left arm high. So as you move the left arm high, trying not to arch the spine here because we have to work on the twisting here. So to twist our spine, so we before to twist, we have to maintain on the extension. So here, if possible, first of all, keeping the hips in a neutral position, both hips align, and trying to make that a little posterior tilt in this position to make the extension the lumbar region. So chest lifted up, straight the back from the sides of the body lifted upward in this position, and take the left arm high, stretching from the left side of the body, especially where we have to rest on the thigh. So stay there for a bit, take a long breath and stretching upward. Now, as we exhale here, we'll try to make a twist. So what you're going to do for the modification first, so try to bring the left side of the body, the sides, left side of the ribs and the sides of the chest as much possible, rolling the belly forward from the bottom of the spine and bring the left side of the ribs over the thigh, close to the right thigh. So let's try with the making the bind. So I want you to hook the left armpit or the left triceps, trying to bring the armpit or triceps close to the knee, over the knee in this position, and reaching the hand down if possible. If somebody finding difficult or short arm cannot reach the hands down, so we can use the break, or the second option, make the hands on the cup shape. So in this position, so nicely adjusting the armpit over the knee here, and the left side of the ribs resting on the belly. Just right hand remain there, stay there. Take a couple of breaths. Now again, just try to, before to twist, make an extension. So I want you to again lift your chin up like as you do the Urdhva Hastasana. Yes, that way. So trying to extend through the anterior body and fixing the back ribs nicely into the body. So the left side of the body, the scapula, the floating ribs, nicely moving away from the midline as much possible. And the same, the opposite direction, right side. Right scapula moving towards the midline and same time pushing back towards the right buttock as much possible. Now mentally bring the attention to the abdominal region and moving the belly a little bit to the right side as much possible. Actively twist from the bottom of the spine as much possible. Stay there for a bit. Take a couple of breaths in this position. Keep the hand firm and trying to use your knee, use your thigh to push the elbow slightly outward in this position. As you're pushing the elbows outward, it will make us to twist a little bit more in this position. So keep the shoulder back and neck longer here. Stay there for a bit. Now from in this position, what you're going to do, you keep the toes underneath the heels and then with the next inhalation, press the hand, press the right foot and take the left knee a little bit away from the floor as you do the plank pose or as you do the high lunge position, as you do the chaturanga position. Keep the knee high, thighs high away from the floor. Try to keep the kneecap locked and lift your thighs away from the floor. So like a Parivirta Trikonasana, trying to roll the thigh like inward, like out to inward in this position. The crease of the buttocks from the medial to the lateral, try to roll medial to the lateral outer here, outer left hip rolling down and try to elevate the left thigh in this position a little higher, get the lift and the same time descend the right hip down. Now here as you inhale, take the right arm up just over the head, stretching the right arm upward direction here, longer arms. So press the left hand and try to have that lift like a Ardha Uttanasana lift, lifting the torso high like away from the thigh as much possible. And then from this position, we're going to roll the right arm like a bicep, upper arm inward, shoulder moving back and swing the right hand up over the ear, stretching the right arm high, elongating the right arm. Stretch the right hand to the back of the room. Take a few breaths. As you exhale here, slowly right hand on the right hip. Look down to the floor and then very gently drop your left knee down to the ground. And then release the left hand back to center.